Give it to me.
I never listened that long.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Right into the hands.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Here we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what time it is. We're back once again. It's MoSports TV 10-10. All 10s over here this way. I'm with the gang. Matt Chi and Big Ed and myself. C MoSports. You already know what time it is. We got a week 6 preview, week 5 recap.
Yep.
That's what we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to My Movies. Always, we're streaming on My Movies. Make sure y'all get the app and subscribe. It's only like $25 a year, so why not? And we got a bunch of callers. We got like 6 callers today. 6 callers. Shout out to everybody who's calling in, man.
Yes, sir.
I love all y'all for that.
What up, Double R? What up, I mean? What's happening, Cole? How we doing, guys?
What's going on, boys?
A lot going on. A lot happened this past week. Some expected, some not so expected. What do we want to get out of the way first? What do you guys got on your chest that you want to talk about this past week in the NFL?
We're doing recaps first?
Yeah, get these past weeks out of the way, because honestly, we saw a stinker last night. Absolute atrocity to Monday Night Football. If I do say so myself. I don't know. Was anyone else very disappointed by that game?
It was a fucking stinker.
It
was
was
a stink show,
man.
but it's what I expected, though. I expected a stink show, and that's exactly what I got. I didn't expect a stink show out of Jordan Love, though.
That's 2 in a row.
That's 2 stinkers in a row.
Both primetime stinkers.
There might have to be a discussion made about Mr. Love soon.
Yeah, it ain't looking good, bro.
It was looking good at first for him, and now he's struggling against poor teams. Like the Raiders is a team you're supposed to dominate.
Yeah,
you
Raiders
know,
defense is not. Yeah, Double R said it. There's no love in the air. That's a fact.
I can't lie. And even when he beat the Saints, it was 3 quarters of dog shit.
Yeah,
it was 3 quarters of dog shit, and he pulled the last quarter out of his ass. Pause. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I guess so.
I don't know, man. I don't know. And the Raiders are just being the Raiders. Yeah, they came out with the W, but like
Raiders are gonna Raider.
It's still very mid to me.
I can't believe y'all watching that game.
I watched it because I had money on it.
That's
all.
I watched till like halftime, I'd say. Maybe a little bit of the third quarter, and then I was like, all right, I'm going.
All my bets were based around Devontae Adams, and he had 4 targets the whole game.
Yeah, it was Jacoby Myers' season. Indeed, was
I based it around Dobbs. He maybe had fucking 2 targets.
The whole game. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
Watson on my fantasy team getting horse collared at the 5-yard line, fucking everything up. I literally lost my fantasy game because he got horse collared instead of going into the end zone. So
yeah,
congrats, Devin, for beating me off of that play alone.
There you go. Ed needs to stop calling my boys bums. I'm guessing this is from a Cowboy fan, potentially. Let's see what we got going on here. Who's spitting that? Because Ed's been hating on everybody as of late. Ed doesn't like anybody just because Brock Purdy is slinging the seed. He thinks that he could just shit on everybody else's team. And I mean, I guess it is like, you know, Brock Purdy now plus 700 for you betting people out there to win the MVP.
You're an idiot if you do that.
What, to bet him?
Yeah,
no, but if you bet him at like plus 2,000, your cash out's looking lovely right now.
I mean, a Brock Purdy MVP is not too bad. I can't lie. It's not a bad look.
Nah, kid's been hooping. What up, Ricky? What happened, Rick? Mark? How we doing, guys? What's going on? We got our first caller on the line. Do we want to bring him in? Because his team has been going through some ups, going through some downs, a lot of downs, but yeah, some fraudulence might be in the air. Let's have him on. Our first caller. What it do, I
mean, what up?
Going on? We definitely up right now, by the way.
Yeah, you think so? It's to me.
Yep.
Why so?
Please explain.
Offense has started clicking the last game and a half, especially last week. Burrow doesn't seem to be favoring his leg at all. Chase, after saying he was open, proved that he was very open. So
Indeed.
52
defense is,
fantasy points. That was kind of nice.
defense is definitely balling out. So I would say that we're up right now.
What's up with that offensive line, though? Can we expect that offensive line to hold up throughout the rest of the season? Like they've been probably the most kind of part of this, right?
No, that's false. The offensive line has not really been playing bad. Burrow hasn't. What's up?
No, go ahead. Keep going.
Like Burrow hasn't really been sacked a lot, and a lot of the sacks he has taken, he's been holding on to the ball or trying to like just make plays happen elsewhere and not getting the ball out quickly.
So you're saying the beginning struggles of the Bengals in the first 4 weeks or so was based around Burrow and his injury,
and not the offensive line,
and not the offensive line.
Definitely not the offensive line.
Okay.
A little bit to do with the injury, a lot to do with us never playing our starters in the preseason. Like every preseason we get off. I mean, every regular season we get off to a slow start because we don't play our guys in the preseason.
So, all right, let me ask you this. I mean, so because you beat the Arizona Cardinals, you guys are officially back now?
Trending that way.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
bold claims.
Just like when y'all came back against the Cardinals and y'all were back, right?
No. That's what I'm saying.
Like that, right?
Exactly where I was gonna get to, because when the Giants did it was okay, but when the Bengals do it, niggas is back.
I mean, y'all are.
I don't know.
Y'all did not look as good against the Cardinals. Y'all didn't look good at all.
How many points did you get? You guys put up 30 in the whole game, right? And the Giants
right.
at half. So
right. How much did y'all win by?
Enough.
Right.
That's for sure. Enough to get the
right.
You guys had they had
right.
20.
Right.
All right. If we're splitting hairs here, you know,
well,
at that point.
I like I said, I always thought the Bengals was a good team. They just needed to get it together. You know,
you don't have much time when everyone else in the AFC is applying some serious pressure, though. That's the thing. You
out of our division, like the leader in our division is 3-2. We're 2-3.
You're lucky the Ravens are hot, I'd say.
Yo, the Ravens wide receivers really folded, bro, and I'm really disgusted in the Ravens. Past two, losing to the Colts, I'm disgusted by them, and losing to the receivers. They've
never been good though.
I was gonna say not that I necessarily think this.
I thought they were locked and loaded for this year. Me personally, they get OBJ, they get Zay Flowers, they get all these guys, and they just drop everything. Mark Andrews was dropping balls.
They're talking about Bateman being a guy.
Stunk it to high heaven.
Oh, shocker! Odell Beckham's hurt again,
and Beckham's hurt, but Flowers dropped 2 touchdowns. I want to say
Flowers is him. I like Flowers.
That's crazy. And I like Flowers a lot.
You can't beat him if you drop a touchdown.
So like I can't even put the blame on Lamar for that at all. I don't know. But
especially passing the ball. Like Lamar's been playing good, but they're not.
I don't know, man. He's not making his team any better. That's the only thing I'm going to say about Lamar Jackson right now is he's not making his wide receivers. I mean, not his team, his wide receivers any better because he has the guys are still there, bro.
He can't go catch the ball for the guys. Like he put the ball
when the ball needs to be.
The offense
Nelson
is so scale, bro.
Had the perfect ball and he dropped it. Literally,
right.
his hands, and he dropped it.
You look at the drops, it's literally disgusting. I saw it like maybe 20 minutes before I came
how
here.
bad do things have to get before we start looking at Lamar? That's all I have to ask.
think Lamar needs to leave the Ravens, or he's going to be stuck there. He
is stuck there. He signed a contract, so now
he's going to be in limbo, so it doesn't matter.
He is stuck. It's a wrap. All right, I appreciate you sliding through. We gonna get into some more recaps. I appreciate you. We can get some more callers. You already know. Thank you again for coming through, brother. Bengals still ass though. Yeah. But let's talk about the Jags and Bills. London. That was in London, right?
That wasn't
or Germany.
It was London.
Yeah, London game early. You know how London games be wonky, bro.
I ain't hear that.
And the Jags
have already been there for a week.
The Jags are London's #1 team. I don't know if you know that, but like
Yeah, they're trying to
Europe
improve it.
loves Jacksonville Jaguars because the Jags go there every single year.
Yeah.
The NFL is low key trying to take them out of Jacksonville and put them permanently in London. So
Trevor Lawrence.
it makes sense. That's all I'm trying to say is that it makes sense as to why
Yeah, back to
the
back.
Jags upset the Bills.
Well, they also
You know?
the players say that it takes a toll on your body going there, the travel, and then practicing and getting adjusted to the London time. Meanwhile, the Jags have been there already.
Buffalo to London is how many hours on the plane? 6 hours?
I don't know.
6 hours tops, I want to say. Buffalo to London is like 6 hours on a private plane. That's about the same distance from Buffalo to California on a plane. So how is it really taking a toll on these guys? You know what I'm saying?
That's what they're saying.
I can see it takes a toll as far as time. You know what I'm saying? As far as like jet lag. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 12 hours away compared to 4 hours away in California. But other than that, I can't I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear that.
Well, the Bills are also.
I'm so tired in London. I'm in Europe now, so I can't play football to my highest level. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't. I really don't.
Well,
that's not a valid
that
excuse.
Players weren't going to use that excuse.
Oh yeah, they're gonna drive that narrative because they don't want to take that ride. You know, anybody in the AFC South is not gonna want to go to London once a year to play a game against the Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just not what they want to do, and they're gonna use every excuse. But I don't want to hear that it's making them tired because it's not. It's really not. I don't want to hear that shit. Sorry, Bills fans.
Well,
I don't care.
We got to have a talk about Josh Allen because he kind of stinks. I can't lie to you.
Honestly, I didn't see the game, so I can't really speak on it. But it is what it is.
His vision is just kind of shot. I think at this point. I don't. His reads are just the gap between him and Mahomes expands beyond belief every single week, more and more and more. Like we see it constantly now that these guys are not nearly the 1A and 1B that anybody had thought that they were, maybe even a season or two ago.
So when he put up 48 on the Dolphins last week, it was all cool, all fun and games, and now he's ass once again. It's over. Now he's back to being ass.
I've been saying he's ass.
He's never been.
Okay.
Like,
I don't care what he did.
He's not ass, bro.
He's ass.
He's not ass.
The Dolphins gave up like 24 to the Patriots, who have gotten like 3 points combined in the past 2 weeks. So the Dolphins defense is nothing legitimate.
It's horrible. Okay.
It's bit. Corey, you're the only.
Right,
I know you love Josh Allen so much. You want to.
I don't love Josh Allen. It's just y'all not gonna sit up here and try and
Dolphins
disrespect him
defense is fucking
saying he's
horrible.
ass. He's not ass, bro.
Ass.
Like,
Like, I've been saying he's ass. I've been saying it for years. He's ass. I don't care what you're talking about.
Matt, can you send me the link?
What, this link?
Yeah.
I mean, Josh Allen, the yards are there. You look at the yardage, like he's passing the ball. It's just his reads, bro, are horrible. Like if you're throwing the ball 40 times in a game, I need these to be like precise and crisp reads. He's just giving it up way too easily, and I can't get down with that, honestly. Like in comparison, a guy like Mahomes, they're just not comparable anymore.
I never thought they were. I think Mahomes is on a whole nother level. Period. But as far as tier 2 quarterbacks, he's right there with him. Sorry.
Right. So who, in that sense, are you taking, Josh Allen or Tua? Because we were talking about this earlier. If you had to pick one of them, Josh Allen or Tua to lead your team to a
well,
victory.
we're gonna spin back on that because we have a whole segment for that.
Well,
we're gonna spin the block on that.
That's not what we have left. I just want to hear who you're taking out of the two because are you succumbing to the recency
I'm taking
bias?
Josh Allen over Tua.
Yeah, I don't know. Ed, what do you think?
I don't care for either of them. So
I'm taking Josh Allen.
I mean,
Sorry.
maybe the argument you
guess I'll
have
take
for
Tua.
Allen is that
I
he's
don't know.
backed up by maybe a season more of success, 2 seasons more of
what's
success.
success?
But like,
What?
yeah, at that same time, like regular season wins. Like, what are we talking about?
And what are we talking about with Tua then?
Neither of them have success.
Okay, so what? That's
So
not
what
that's
you
not a
talking
good point at all. That's
I
what I'm
didn't
trying
make
to
the
say.
point.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
I'm talking to Matt. I'm not talking to you.
That's the only point that Josh Allen has. So like, what is the point?
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm saying that what's your argument for Josh Allen?
He's straight up better. He can throw the ball better. He can run better.
That boy fourth quarter IQ was horrible though.
Yeah, he
Josh
makes
Allen
bad
game-winning
reads here and
drive.
there, but put Tua on the Giants. Let's see what Tua's doing on the Giants. Okay,
What's
talking
anybody
about?
doing on the Giants?
What does that have to do with anything?
Tua has the most.
Oh, what's that have to do with
fastest-
Josh Allen and Tua?
No. I'm gonna tell you. Tua, he goes on a mediocre team. I don't see him really doing much.
So you calling?
That's
the
what I'm
Bills
trying to say.
mediocre? That's why I'm confused.
I'm not calling the Bills mediocre, but honestly, the offense is really, besides Diggs, who's on that offense that's really moving the needle?
my
Let's be real. Who on the
This
Bills
guy is
offense
disgusting.
besides
Yo,
Stephon Diggs
you
is
got it.
doing
Take away
something?
a star
What?
receiver, and like on most teams.
Okay,
they're not
And
necessarily
who does
great.
Tua have?
Tua, you take away.
Okay,
you
he
take
has
away
he has
Tyreek Hill.
multiple. Tyreek Hill, Waddle, A-Chain. A-Chain is a dog. We're not going to say he's not.
And
James
now-
Cook his ass.
Huh?
James Cook his ass.
He's okay. He's good, but he's not A-Chain. I don't think he's A-Chain.
Bro,
Dolphins
y'all didn't
don't
even know
have
who A-Chain was until fucking.
Yeah,
this
he's a
year.
rookie.
What are you talking
Of
about?
course. Yeah, I know. He's a rookie. Right.
So-
Obviously.
The Dolphins
So what
don't
do-
have a tight end.
And I knew
like
who he
Kincaid
was.
Or
I drafted
Knox at all. That's all I'm going to say.
Huh?
The Dolphins don't have a Kincaid or Knox combo whatsoever.
Neither or have done anything this year. So
So
I
all of
mean,
a sudden,
like,
all of a
what-
sudden, Josh Allen's offense is ass though.
Like
it's not there. It's really
They
not
were
there.
just calling it elite last year.
I mean,
saying he
because
had
of
a-
him, it's elite.
Because of Josh Allen.
Because
it's
of
elite.
Josh Allen. Yep.
So why can't
Sure
he win
is.
them games? This is what it comes down. This is what it comes down to our argument 2 weeks ago. Why can't he win them games then?
because his IQ is poo poo.
Oh, all right.
Quarter.
Bill's
Now you're fucking
defense really ain't
stumped. I
there
don't
either.
Bro, shut up.
They've been
Shut
hurt.
up.
They've been hurt.
Shut up. You just have
No,
all the
I'm not
excuses,
shutting
bro.
up.
You just
I'm
have all
not
the
shutting up.
excuses, bro.
I'm not shutting up.
You always have an excuse for
No.
a quarterback. It's
No, I don't.
crazy.
Josh
don't.
Allen, who are you taking to lead your drive, fourth quarter drive, to win the game? Josh Allen or Justin Herbert? Because I don't think like that's rough.
I don't know.
But-
I'm still taking Allen.
Ay,
So there you go.
ay, ay. But all right, we got another caller. My guy Zach Deal, aka What's the Deal Sports. Welcome on in, Zach.
What's up, Zach?
Sir, what's going on, guys? How we doing?
How you feeling, brother?
So what
I'm feeling
fan?
riled up about that conversation you guys were just having. Wanted to
Yeah,
get in here.
what's your take?
I like the last question that was posed, actually, Justin Herbert versus Josh Allen, because I feel like what's holding back Justin Herbert from winning playoff games is Brandon Staley, the head coach.
I
But
agree.
Josh Allen is holding himself back with the decision making. So I would take Tua on the last drive if that all correlates to each other.
Oh, last drive we're going with Tua. Now, coaching matters as well, like you're saying, because I feel like Sean McDermott hasn't put Josh Allen in a position to really succeed either. Like he's
And
kind of ass.
I
as
think
well.
Mike McDaniels might be a top 4 coach in the NFL right now.
I
He's
agree.
disgusting.
Mike,
He's
I mean,
disgusting.
Sean McDermott's more so a defensive coach, so I don't really know how much offensive say he has over Josh Allen. Plus, Josh Allen just kind of likes to free ball and do his own thing, so that's why in like a fourth quarter conversation, I mean, I'm not too interested in Josh Allen's services at quarterback.
That's fair. That's super fair because I mean, has there been a game where Josh Allen has led the Bills down, a drive 80 yards down the field for a game-winning touchdown? Like, has that happened in his career? Because I don't recall.
Yeah, against the Chiefs with 13 seconds left.
Yeah, but the thing I will say is everybody.
And then Patrick
Oh,
Mahomes
oh.
with 13
But
seconds left. Like
I mean,
he's
Tua
done.
can throw
cooked.
one drag
he's
to
gonna
Tyreek Hill, and
he's
it's
playing
a house
defense.
call. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's tough. The AFC's we could also say what's going on with the Jets, that they have Aaron Rodgers at this point and the games that they've been through. So, and who lost to the Jets week 1? That kind of doesn't really get talked about until we circle back to it with the loss this past weekend for the Bills. So it all
Right.
just
Right.
it's
I
all
feel
one
like the Bills
big
are very up and down, and when they're up, though, is what I'm trying to say is they could play with any team in the AFC when they're playing at the top of their game. When Josh Allen's at the top of his game, there's not 5 quarterbacks in this league that's better than him, in my opinion, at the top of his game.
That's fair. I mean, Lamar loves to run the ball in Baltimore. He has an issue of throwing outside the numbers, but they pretty much run the same quarterback runs with Josh Allen himself. But
What a
he does
stat
throw a
name.
lot of punts. You got to stop watching. He's just throwing too many punts out there. It's too often that it happens, and it's funny to say on Twitter and to go back and forth with all your fantasy football guys. But when you look at the crucial times, I mean, what happened last year? Cincinnati was like plus 200 money line going into that playoff game last year, and they smoked them. They were smoking on that Josh Allen pack. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, for sure. The AFC's tough though, man. I respect any quarterback that can get through the trenches in the AFC. I like all the AFC quarterbacks. Honestly, I really do. There's not one that I really am like, oh fuck this guy, he sucks. Like, as far as like the top like 6, 8 AFC quarterbacks.
Well, what is the actual conversation I would like ask about Tua? Because I mean, they went out. You want to talk about like the AFC? It's not all just about the quarterbacks. They have really good defenses too. I mean, the Bills added Von Miller, and then he gets hurt right away. The Dolphins traded a first-round pick for Bradley Chubb. That I forget about that trade, and that happened at the deadline. Like that's a massive deal to make at a deadline, a first-round pick in the middle of the season. So I mean,
what's crazy about the Dolphins defense too is they're about to get Jalen Ramsey like this week or next week.
That's my favorite player as a defensive player in the entire league. So I think that's a huge boost.
That's going to be nice for Miami. I wish A-Chain didn't get hurt, but it is.
I mean, listen, Raheem Mostert's been like,
he rocks.
Him. I can't lie. Like if he gets the volume, it's just a matter of both of these guys, those types of fast build guys, I feel like succumb to high ankle sprains very often, and that was Raheem Mostert's problem in San Fran, and that's now obviously A-Chain's problem with the Dolphins. So I don't know. I think with the right type of volume, Raheem Mostert, if he's in your fantasy league, he's still going to give you some pretty good value. But
Zach, throw Tyreek back there too. I mean, Mike McDaniel did come from San Fran, so if he starts throwing Tyreek back there, I mean, you change Tyreek Hill's position on Madden to running back. He's a 99 overall. That's what for you guys.
I want to just give Mike McDaniel's extreme props because not even Andy Reid was doing this with Tyreek Hill as far as pre-motions, his pre-snap motion. He's always running before the snap, and like he wasn't.
The only thing that really reminds me of it is Sean McVay style of offense. It's like Arena League football. Where you get that running head start to the line of scrimmage, and then
that running head start
run the 4-2. It's a wrap,
Exactly. With somebody like Tyreek, that's the most dangerous person that you could do that type of offense with. And he took advantage of it, and I give him props for that. He's very smart.
All right, Sean McVay and McDaniels came up with that scheme. That's what we're saying.
I want to hear
the question.
All right, go ahead.
Or is that what you're saying?
What's the question?
They came up with that scheme?
No, he literally said the Arena Football League came up with the scheme.
And then they adapted it?
Yeah.
All right, Zach, I want to hear your thoughts. What's going on with the Birds? Because the Eagles' defense just isn't looking quite the same as it was last year. Even the offense isn't looking quite the same. Not that same type of firepower that we were used to in the second half of the 2022 season. So do you have an explanation for that you want to tell the people?
I feel like the pressure's on, and the pressure's been on since last year. I mean, the first year of Nick Sirianni being there, I was actually at the Thursday night game, and ironically, it was the last time Antonio Brown performed in the NFL. He just absolutely sauced us. And we were 2-5 at that point. And at halftime in my seats, I get season tickets from somebody I know, and everybody in the entire stands is screaming, "Run the ball!" And Nick Sirianni started off his first 7 games of his career with the Eagles not running the ball. And I'm not going to blame them running the ball, but the pressure's always on in Philadelphia, whether it's like which way the seesaw is teetering. So I feel like 5-0, they're the hunted team from last year, even though they lost the Super Bowl. They were up 10 points at halftime. Mahomes was hurt. And it's not like a Super Bowl hangover because it's fun to even talk about them struggling at 5-0. It's just more so we thought more dominant wins were going to happen. But I mean, you get into these games, they kind of shut down all the Baker hype, and Baker's been really, really phenomenal this year for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Mm-hmm. I mean, letting Mac Jones off the first week of the season just go for 300 multiple touchdowns, that's a scary sight.
That's very scary.
That's Mac Jones, and if we want to tie back all these Alabama quarterbacks, and when I was listening backstage, Tua kind of gets like up here with not really any production to show, like longevity-wise in the NFL, because he had all the other Alabama quarterbacks benched on the side, and he was, the guy coming in at halftime and winning national championships. And Alabama doesn't really produce quarterbacks, so I feel like when we talk about the Eagles, everybody's hype on the 49ers, and I mean, I expected them to beat Dallas, but not in that type of sense. But I mean, I think people think that the 49ers have really covered the ground from that 38-7 NFC Championship loss, and they didn't have their quarterback. I don't think they still would have won that game, or it would have been still a close game, maybe a couple scores added. But I think people see that the 49ers may be the best team in football right now, and the Eagles were supposed to be that team this year.
They were.
I agree.
And that links us back to this question right here. Do you think that Philly can beat the 49ers?
Yeah, I'm actually in negotiations to get a ticket to that game as we speak, so I'm trying to get there, but it's going to be a good game. It's going to be the most playoff type atmosphere of an Eagles game in the past. I usually go to like 5 games a year. Been going to like 3 the past couple, but I've been, on a high tilt of home games for the Eagles. And if you want to go to one game, this is the game to go to. So it's going to feel like playoff atmosphere.
That's
so
going to be war. Now,
I'm not even going to put anything out because there could be injuries on either side. And I think it's neck and neck, 1A and 1AA type stuff now. As much as I love the Eagles and as confident I am, James Bradbury, it's not even just, Debo, it's George Kittle going for 3 catches, 3 touchdowns.
Yesterday, even last night, or I'm sorry, not last night, this past week, it was like Fred Warner was controlling the whole game on the defensive side.
And the whole broadcast kept bringing up Fred Warner, and I love Fred Warner, but it was almost like everything Chris Collinsworth said. He was like, yeah, well, Fred Warner was telling me this week. And I was like, yeah, I love Fred Warner too, my guy. But, like, let's start highlighting the other guys on the defense, like the cornerbacks that don't really get talked about as much. But they have a really good team, and it's not just their offense, it's their defense. They got the right guy with no ego involved in Brock Purdy. Just a dude that just loves football and just loves balling. And no one even talks about how serious of an injury that he's coming back off of. If, as a betting guy, if I want to plug up Done Deals bets right now, I would put my money on him for comeback player of the year. But it might not be that high of odds.
Not anymore. Yeah, you probably could have got him. Yeah, there's still probably people out there that have saying DeMar Hamlin, right? As soon as he steps in.
Well, I love that too. That's a great story, but I need to see like also,
he was the favorite too.
Fuck no.
Gross.
He better not win that shit. I'll be mad as hell if he won that shit. I can't lie.
That's like Ben Simmons. If Ben Simmons would get comeback player of the year just for him stepping on a basketball court.
Y'all see Ben Simmons take Braun to the rack last night?
He did.
LeBron was trying to take him to the bank, and he just said, I don't want to be a part of your whole entire Clutch Sports organization. Had to get dished out like LeBron does.
Yeah, and it's been bad ever since.
No,
but
seriously,
Zach, you've been great, my guy.
Yeah,
I really like you. You're dope. You're dope.
Appreciate hanging out with you
on
guys.
Again sometime soon, brother. All right.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
We'll get Uncle Mike on the line now. I appreciate you, Zach.
Peace,
yes, sir.
Uncle Mike.
Yes, sir.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Uncle?
I'm not sitting at work stealing some money. How y'all doing?
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man.
There you go.
We just stealing some people's attention. That's all.
I hear you. That's what I'm here for. I like that dude. That last guy was pretty cool. I got respect for that.
Yeah,
but
good.
But one thing, people who know sports and know football, the game they're making it seem like 38-7. They beat our ass. Okay, you won the game. We had no quarterback. That limited our opportunities.
Yep.
If we had a quarterback to sustain drives, you wouldn't have put up that many points.
Yeah.
So they making it seem like they beat us at our best. They beat us down. No, our defense got tired because we didn't have a quarterback. Christian McCaffrey was lining up at freaking quarterback shotgun. Stop it.
Their time of possession was literally.
It was actually nasty. I can't lie.
But people don't understand that. Real Eagles fans with no football said, you know what? I think we would have beat you, but I don't think it would have been like that because you didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
And you couldn't sustain a drive. And the defense was on the field 80% of the game. So come on, let's be real about it. You're gonna talk sports, talk like you know what you're talking about. And so that's one thing, make sense of it, bro. Now you won the game, I'll take that. But if we're healthy and they're healthy, I like my team.
Yeah.
I like my team.
Man, I just don't know who's gonna stop that 49ers defense, man. Like there's just no signs of stopping them.
The defense, our defense is good, and I like them. They're stout, and the fact that we're able to sustain drives on offense and give them a rest, and we got some players now we can rotate so everybody ain't getting beat the hell up, And I think we're going to pull off a move. Mark this down. See.
Okay.
We might go out and I think we're going to get Patrick Surtain from Broncos if they're sellers.
They ain't selling him.
Yeah, they will.
That would be insane.
That ain't happening, bro.
Insane ad with Ward.
Ain't no way.
Bruh, don't. We have the capital to do it, bro.
Sure.
We have the capital to get it.
Surtain is a a generational kind of corner. I would never. He wouldn't even be
Bruh.
able to tell if I
Bruh.
was.
Broncos, though, they really are terrible.
They're horrible.
He's a
Yeah.
piece to build around, though. You know, you're gonna just keep.
Bro, let me tell you something. I don't. If it's possible, I mark my words. And what do you guys think about these games coming up? Oh, what do you think about the Dallas? What we did to Dallas? I just want to hear a minute of that.
Obviously you beat the shit out of them. Dallas is exposed for who they really truly are. They haven't beat a good team yet.
Mike McCarthy cannot beat a good team, and he never
No.
has. It was Aaron
Cowboys.
Rodgers that carried him to the Super Bowl that he has, and now he cannot beat a good team for the life of him. They beat up on bottom feeders, and that's how he made his reputation. I mean, there's no way that they're even considering handing over the play calling to Schottenheimer, another guy who's had no NFL success. So it's disgusting.
I like Marty.
Over there.
Is it Marty Schottenheimer? No.
Ryan?
Oh, it's Ryan? Oh, it's probably his son.
Brian,
his son.
Horrible.
His son? Okay.
He lost in the NFL, went back down to college.
Marty
lost
was
some
tough.
more, and then came up to the NFL and keeps losing. But the name is keeping him in business.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's he's living off his dad, like that Phillips kid who was at Dallas forever. Bums Phillips' son was at Dallas forever. He wasn't that great, but he got a job and he did okay. But he was never. He lived off his dad's name. Yep. And Micah Parsons is doing a lot of chirping, bro. It's like, my dude, it's like, what are you? You get hurt in the game now you're like, CTE all of a sudden. He's screaming, they're not who we're on the same level as them, this and that. But just shut up and play. If you get your ass kicked, just play.
He didn't have no impact last night,
bro. He was missing. He went MIA.
Trent Williams.
He went MIA. Yeah.
Wherever. Yeah, he was on his ass, man.
Yeah.
Well, and
he was on Trent Williams, and then on the other side, we put him on with Colton McDivits, whatever his name is. Yeah. He couldn't get by him, and we had Juice chipping him.
Yeah.
So he was a non-factor in it. I think he had one tackle, one hurry on the quarterback. He did nothing, but he's doing all the talking. He's like, believe that when we get together again, it's gonna be different. Trust and believe.
He wants to talk about wearing the T-shirt as well. Like he was the one that initially started it. He goes missing, and now you want to play like, they want to make it personal. Like Mike, you've been chirping at everybody.
This is why I'm not a fan of player podcasts in season.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of player podcasts in season.
Right. Too much.
Not a fan of it.
Putting a bullseye on your back, and then you're not living up. You're doing all this chirping. You didn't hear nothing out of the 49ers all week. Right. They were just being cool, laid back, cool, calm, collective, just being, praising Dallas. Then they beat their ass on the field, and they were cool about it. This guy wants to chirp. Oh, they're on the same level as we're on the same level as them. And just shut the fuck up. Take that L, bro. Go sit down.
And
go sit the fuck down.
Itself, like the podcast itself is cool. The Micah Parsons, the Tyreek Hill podcast, Bad Bev, it's cool. Even the Kelsey podcast, cool. But in season, it's not cool. I'm sorry.
It's not cool when you want to talk about games that you played in. Talk about other stuff. Talk about the league. Give props to other players. Don't get in there trying to fabricate a beef. Right. Don't do that. Don't get in there trying to fabricate a beef. If it was personal, it should have been personal at the kickoff. It should have been personal if you lost last year and we sent you home. You got to wait till you see a T-shirt. Fuck that! Now all of a sudden it's personal. Shut the fuck up. He's from my dad's hometown in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Him and Shady McCoy. Get the fuck out of here. Shut up. You lost. Take that L.
Nah, I agree. And that's the problem with the player podcast in season. It creates a lot of media headlines when they say
too much talking.
Now you're taking away from focusing on next game or your team focusing on the next game.
It's just too easy for everybody to say, "Oh, there he goes running to his podcast after that loss."
And that's sad that he's setting himself up because now everyone's looking at him like, motherfucker, you had a chance to do something and didn't. So now you're going to get on here and whine? Shut the fuck up. You're losing credibility.
Yeah.
You are losing credibility. Nobody want to hear that shit. You crying wolf. Get the fuck out of here. Why didn't you do something in game?
That's a fact.
Plain and simple.
Yo,
Who got the PlayStation?
Oh, so somebody it was an Xbox, but somebody got it. I forget who the person was, but
What do you have to do to get it?
Oh, they just had to show up to the event.
I showed up, nigga. What you talking about? I was the first one there.
You didn't stay though. They raffled it off.
Bro, I was there from 1 o'clock. I stayed till 4. I was the first one there. Y'all gonna let these stragglers come in, and I'm Uncle Mike. I didn't even get a goddamn T-shirt. What kind of shit is that?
The rush came in. It was
Yeah,
it was a wrap.
Fuck that event, Micah. You already know, Uncle. Fuck that shit, man. I'm accepting
applications, bro. I'm accepting applications. I get me a new nephew. This nigga is fugazi. He left Uncle Mike hanging.
That's hilarious.
Yo, I love y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Keep doing your thing. When's the next event, bro?
Huh?
When's the next event?
I don't know yet. When I figure it out, you'll be the first one to know. That's for sure.
Yo, you know what happened?
Yeah,
I think it was too far for a lot of the people. I think it was too far for a lot of the locals.
Right. We're gonna get it closer, and we'll see what happens from there. We'll try to get in Brick or Tom's River area, and we'll see what happens. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but you guys are doing good, man. You know what? I don't give a fuck. I was there supporting my nephew. That's all that mattered to me. I was there supporting my nephew.
We appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Unc, and I'm gonna talk to you later. All right.
I love y'all. Y'all be good, okay?
Love you too, man. Be good. Peace. All right, so let's get on a couple of the injuries. Well, I want to get into like a couple of storylines real quick.
Yeah.
JT re-signs with the Colts for 3 years. What, $42 million?
Yep. And then
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, and then
Zach Moss it doesn't matter.
Crazy.
Just goes crazy. Now, obviously, I think JT was on a snap count. They're trying to work him in. He's not going to be really, really effective till about week 7-ish. You know, Zach Moss is still a good fantasy play for the next 2 weeks, I would say. I would say bench Taylor until he actually does something crazy. Because I don't know how crazy they're going to play JT now that Anthony Richardson is hurt. You feel me? Yeah, Richardson's out for a month. The fucking
makes you so serviceable though.
He's good.
He's kind of like that when he's given the opportunity. Like I can't be mad at Gardner at all. So are we surprised that they paid him after all that drama? I mean, kinda a little bit, but then again, that's how it always works. Like somebody always caves, man. They're gonna hold up their side of the stick until somebody gives, and clearly they wanted Jonathan Taylor back. They saw a little bit of success with Anthony Richardson, and they feel like they could build around whoever they have at quarterback now.
Justin Jefferson injured. I'm pretty sure they're putting him on the injured reserve, so he's going to be out the next 4. Are the Vikings cooked?
Been cooked.
They've been cooked. It doesn't matter. Now they're super
I think they're for sure cooked now.
Now they're super cooked because
that offense. I mean, Addison is going to be a great fantasy play. Addison-Madison combo is going to be good.
Madison, stunk it up for me in the first month of the season in like 2 leagues. Man, I can't stand.
They're gonna win. They're not really gonna win any games.
They're done.
Yep.
That's the Lions division to lose now. I don't think the Lions. I think they already won the division in my head. In my head, they already got the division. And A-Chain hurt.
But Wilson Jr.'s back. I mean, they literally just plug and play.
It's plug and play
for anybody over there. So it doesn't surprise me that they're going to have another guy coming in and taking his place. It was his time to shine for a little bit, and now
I do think when he comes back, he's the number 1 guy, though. I think he's proved himself to be him.
Yep.
What do you mean?
They have so many.
If you don't start A-Chain over Raheem Mostert, you are a bozo.
I mean,
at this point,
the thing is, like, he's had great volume, but aside from this game against
great volume, he's only been having
11 carries for like 200 yards each game.
Listen to the statement I am saying. Aside from the game against the Giants, his touches, he had touchdowns, sure, like 70 combined points within those 2 games. It was off of like 12 total touches. The volume is still there for both of them. There's enough to go around to where you don't have to worry about either of them.
Averages 11 yards per carry, man.
Sure, is that a sustainable number? No.
No, it's not. But at the end of the day, he touches the ball, he's getting a first down. Period.
Yeah.
So
what are you talking about?
any player that could do that he's coming back and he's taking over.
Thank you, sir.
He's gonna be the number one guy.
I mean, they had just have so many running backs. It doesn't matter.
That doesn't mean you can still have a main running back that gets you the most yards.
Yeah, and I don't think it's really going to be that much of a difference between him and Raheem Mostert. I just don't imagine.
Raheem Mostert is not as crazy as you think, bro.
I think that they are very similar players. That it's not really that big of a fall off between either one of them.
I don't think so. But I do think Mostert is good though. But he's not Achane. He's not even close to Achane. But I think he's good. And in that offense, you could be a decent running back and be looked at as really good. So.
All right. Well, I had a conversation, actually, this same conversation with my guy Constantine. He's calling in right now. Let's hear his opinion on Raheem Mostert.
That nigga's gonna come help.
Devin Achane.
He's gonna come save you. Come on.
Let's see. Let's see what his thoughts are.
This nigga about to come save you.
Bro,
you had a call. When we started jumping this, motherfucker. He got on his phone so quick. Yeah, here's a link. Hurry up. Hop in, bro. Hurry up. Save me, please.
What's up, you guys can hear me?
All of a sudden, 4 good games, bro. Yeah, it's been
week 5.
He wasn't a starter.
He's a rookie.
He wasn't a starter until there was an injury. So what are we talking about? Like Salvon Ahmed
lost his spot. Like
he's so much better than Mostert,
Salvon
bro.
Ahmed got hurt, and he played in place of Ahmed.
That's the name of the fucking game. What are you talking about?
He got drafted in the 3rd round as a running back in the NFL. You're going to get reps by week 4. Period.
They had 5 different running backs. It doesn't matter who was back there when they were
got
hurt.
drafted in the 4th round too.
Hey, I think.
Go ahead, Con. What do you think, Con? Go ahead.
I think Achane is a dynamic runner, bro. I think his speed. Obviously, people talk about it. You know, speed is something that can't be taught. His speed. Forget about can't be taught, bro. His speed is given to him by the Lord Jesus Christ himself.
I agree.
Like that. So, I think Mostert is honestly an above average NFL running back. And at the same time, he's still not going to fill Achane's shoes. Like I think both could be true at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think Matt's point is wrong, but he's trying to underplay how good Achane is what I'm trying to say.
I don't think that he is all of a sudden this next few years we're like, oh, he's a star running back in the NFL.
I do.
I think he's a flash in the pan for this season. That's my thought. I guess that. But I think that there's just I don't see his style being sustainable for the next few years. It looks great. It's on the Dolphins. It gets highlights. It gets posted on Bleacher Report and all that. But I don't see it as a sustainable thing. I don't think it's too early to say that he's that good and he's already injured. Yeah, he can be a Raheem Mostert 2.0. He really can be. But like Raheem's career, he's still a good running back. Like that's just not saying he's not going to be a superstar. I'm not saying Achane's going to be this top 5 running back in the NFL throughout his career.
I think he will. I think he will when it's time.
I'm about to show you something about Raheem Mostert.
What, his high ankle sprains throughout the past 3 years? That's the same thing that's going to happen to Achane.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just him as a player.
Mostert was a dog in San Fran, but that was another place where it was running back by committee with Jeff Wilson Jr., who's now on the Dolphins.
He had 1 good year. That was our Super Bowl year.
Yeah,
after that, he went down fucking hill.
Yeah, he had 4 good weeks. And guess what we're saying about Achane after 4 good weeks? It's just
here's the thing. You're saying 4 good. Like it wasn't good. It was excellent.
Okay.
It was one of the better. No. Not even close.
He had
not
5
even close.
touchdowns.
Not
in
even
4
close.
Games.
Not even
they
close.
Were. He had 5 touchdowns in 4 games in the playoffs, bro. In the playoffs.
That's what he shined at in the playoffs.
Exactly. So now we're giving Achane these flowers for the similar
things.
He's
doing it in the regular season. He didn't do this in the regular season.
Oh, so regular season's more impressive than the playoffs now. That's nasty. Bro, that's disgusting, bro.
You're being weird. You're trying to fit your narrative.
That's gross, bro. That's just disgusting. Con, let's hear your thoughts about the Giants. What do you got to vent about NYG? Because we know you're man. You got 2 Giants fans sitting here. It's all.
I'll say this. I'm turn the lights on in my car so I can see me. I think that they should be trading whoever they can trade at the deadline. That's my honest opinion. If they don't sign Lyle Collins, they should be trading whoever it is. I don't care if it's Adoree. I don't care if it's Leo Williams. It hurts me to say, but I don't care if it's Saquon.
I agree.
There's nothing to really retain from this season.
I agree.
Coming into the year, I was not a huge fan of Daniel Jones, but I was pretty firmly in his camp, whatever circle, whatever you want to call it. I don't see the ceiling there that I did before the season started. So to me, it's like, all right, well, if he's not going to be our guy, we need to find another guy, and we need to reset the timeline, not just in terms of our cap space, but in terms of our draft picks to help support the next guy.
I agree. I think if, like I said, there's 3 games coming up besides the Bills game. Obviously, we're gonna get smacked around, right?
Yeah.
Then there's 3 games: the Commanders, the Jets, and the Raiders. We lose those 3 games, or even go 1-2 in those games. Trade everybody. Don't win another fucking game for the rest of the year. Straight like that.
I mean,
We gotta do it the right way. We gotta do it the right way. We gotta trade Adoree. We gotta trade Leo Williams. We gotta trade all these guys that got expiring contracts this year, and the guys that were unwilling to take pay cuts. Which Leo Williams is first on my list to get traded.
Leo Williams, Simo,
First.
sorry to cut you off, bro, but like
Go
Leo
ahead.
Williams, there is no player, besides Leo Williams who grinds my gears as much as he does, bro. Because there's guys in this team who suck. Let's put it bluntly, like he sucks, right? Like Josh Azudu sucks. Evan Neal has been garbage. Besides that one quote, he usually takes responsibility. Leo Williams just sucks ass, and then starts fights after he gets bitched out in the middle of a play. Like this guy is a bitch, bro. Honestly,
his effort is
Is that the
so
dude that got
bad
punched on?
too, bro.
That's the dude that got punched on, right? By Trent Williams.
no, that was Ashawn. But he and
That was Ashawn.
Ashawn and Trent Will got beef because Ashawn used to play for the Niners. I mean, sorry, the Rams. My fault.
Rams, yeah, that stems back division.
Do you think we should trade McKinney?
He falls into the same bucket, in my opinion. If you're not
so
going to sign him,
Start your rebuild.
But
again
I
for the
think
next 8
McKinney
years.
is actually a good player, though. But like, he's not accepting any responsibility,
that's my biggest problem.
and that's my biggest problem with McKinney.
And
He
makes-
was fucking hurt
God,
when it
bro.
mattered the most last year. His fault. He got hurt, not because it was a freak injury or it was a sports-related injury. He went
It's his
fucking
fault,
quadding
yeah.
in the middle of the season. What?
Simo, you know who I would bring back Isaiah Simmons though. I think
I like
he's
Isaiah.
played
He's
well.
been rocking, and he's been quiet, and he's just been put his head down and rocking because he knows this is his only chance before he
Yeah.
goes on the fucking practice squad.
I mean, this is what happens, right? Like they wanted him to play linebacker in Arizona. He didn't want to because there's more money if you're playing edge rusher or there's more money if you're playing slot corner. So that was his thing over there. He comes here, he gets traded. It's obvious now. There's no path for you to be a slot corner in this league. There's no path for you to be an edge rusher in this league. You got to excel at what we're putting you at, unless you want to get the vetman, when you're a free agent this year. So,
No, I like Isaiah Williams so far, and honestly, there's not much to really say about the Giants. We fucking suck. We're garbage. And it's really the line. It's the offensive line that's fucking
It starts in the
setting the
trenches,
tone. It's
and
setting the tone.
I can't even lie to you. I've been looking at Brian Daboll a little bit sideways the past few weeks because it's just like I get it. I get how bad this line is clearly
It's more
the
Bobby Johnson
big
for me.
problem, but man, it's just like the lack of leadership throughout the locker room. Even talking about like keeping it off the field, it's just all bad in New York. There's no sense of leadership whatsoever in this locker room. You have nobody taking any sort of responsibility. It's scary.
to answer Raheem, who asked who's buying, I think this is not only a fit because of the injuries that this team just had, but because of where Joe Shane comes from.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the Bills. They just lost Tre'Davious White for the season. They just lost Saquon Jones for the season. That could easily be a spot where like they package.
And the Bills are friendly with the Giants.
Yeah,
So,
I mean we got
definitely
Hodgins from
trade
them
something.
last year and all that stuff. So
Mhm.
I think Ashawn Robinson has had a good season for us, and I wouldn't be surprised if they packaged Ashawn and Adoree to the Bills for like a third or something.
I like that.
That could be pretty appealing.
We just need all the picks we can because we need to load up picks because if we're not the first or like a top 10 pick, we need to trade into the top 10, in my opinion. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's no excuse, but we're gonna be top 10. We should be top 10.
we should be top 5 from what it's looking
At
like.
this point. Caleb, we're on the way. Help is on the way.
All right, we're talking way too much about the Giants, though. So, Constantine, I appreciate you, gang. We're gonna start previewing these next upcoming games.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having
I
me.
have damn near like an hour of call-ins. So I appreciate y'all boys, man.
Take it easy,
For
bro.
real.
Guys, be good.
All right. So
This coming up week sucks. Let's keep it straight
Let's-
like that. This week blows. The entire slate. There's really not a single game that I'm looking at like, yo, I am so excited for. No, it's just football this weekend. That's all that's being played. It's just some football.
I'm saying probably the most fun game that's going to be watched is going to be the Cowboys Chargers Monday night. That's probably the best. I mean, it's too. It's mid, but fun. You know,
I don't even think it's gonna be fun.
it's not going to be a blowout, and
it's gonna be like
it's going to be a high scoring game. Yeah, it's going to be at least it's going to be fun to watch. The rest of these games are going to be fucking blowouts. I said these are like the top 5 games in my opinion. Besides the Cowboys Chargers, Ravens Titans. That's gonna be a close stinker. Eagles Jets. Eagles gonna beat piss out of the Jets.
Seahawks Bengals could be entertaining.
That could be a fun game to watch. That's probably besides Cowboys Chargers, probably the best game of the week, and that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not really any good games. But I want to start off with start bench cut because we ain't do our segments. So start bench cut. We got Tua, Allen, Jalen Hurts. Tua, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, Tua, Josh Allen.
What about you?
Man, it's really like I'm starting Jalen Hurts. That's it. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I can't lie to you.
Only person proved himself. What are you squinting for? What is the squint for?
I saw the comments, so we're just trying to read the comments.
Hurts, Tua, Allen. I think this is the move. Right here. I don't know. Cutting Allen is crazy.
I think so too.
Hurts, Allen, Tua.
I agree with. I mean, that would be mine. Mine would be Hurts, Allen, Tua. And honestly, I can't wait for the Bills and the Eagles to play. That's gonna be a fun game to watch too. Niggas sleeping on it.
Which one?
What's going on? Whoever you are.
Well, they followed up this comment with.
I said the Eagles Bills is gonna be a fun game to watch whenever it's.
Yeah, that's what they. That was.
Hey Corey and Matt. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's Meech.
Fuck you, Meech.
Hurts is barely a quarterback, but the team is fire. I mean,
he's throwing for like.
Yeah, Hurts has been airing out the ball as of late.
For like
I don't know.
4 weeks, like so. Not arguing.
Me personally, like I said, Hurts. You know, he's done more.
Purdy to Allen. All right, to Allen. I'm gonna cut Purdy because I don't know what Purdy would do outside the system.
Yeah,
like Allen, Purdy, Tua.
Bro, I don't know. Yo,
Allen,
Josh Allen kind
Purdy,
of. I haven't thought Josh Allen is it.
I love Purdy, but I'm not gonna be fucking a weird delusional person.
I think Purdy's excellent.
Yo, he's crazy.
Honestly,
he's really good.
I don't even care if he has the team he has around him. I feel like he always makes the right play, no matter what.
Yeah,
and he makes the right play before he even.
He makes the right play every time. He makes the right reads.
And it's not like 5-yard passes either.
Right. Yeah.
He's fucking dots.
Yeah. He's composed. That's the best part about it is he's composed. He's never like nervous. He's never like, oh my God, what the fuck should I do? Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he's doing even before the ball snapped, I feel like.
Sometimes. I don't know if you guys have seen the tweet, but it was like, this can't be the same Brock Purdy that was at Iowa State. Bro, the highlights of him, like his lowlights, I guess you could say. Bro, he was bad in college.
He's all-time leading pass rusher though.
No, I mean, he's like, Iowa State. I don't know. Have they had a great quarterback? Like,
never.
Not anybody of significance.
Bro, I had
like
no
that.
idea who Brock Purdy was until.
Yeah, did
I had to look him up.
He was third string on the Niners. Like, he wasn't that good in college.
I'm taking Purdy over any quarterback outside of Mahomes and Hurts.
Look, that's not a bad statement.
It's not
though.
a bad statement, but
it's not.
I just want to relax.
That was Jeff Tillman.
Look, Jeff, that's not a bad statement, Jeff. No, fuck that. I mean, I think Purdy needs more respect around the league. He's not being viewed as even a top 8 quarterback right now.
Top 5 quarterback right now.
I think so too. And nobody on the mainstream sports media wide is saying that right now. They're not saying that shit.
Well, the big news is around his odds, his MVP odds, is that they've gone from what they were plus 2,000 now plus 700. The only guys above him are Patrick Mahomes and I think Christian McCaffrey, just by a little bit. Maybe
McCaffrey won't get it because the MVP is a quarterback. Rewards.
I think McCaffrey is going to deserve it more than anybody
but
at the end of the year.
It's a quarterback. Who's the last running back to get it? Derrick Henry, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
He had the 2,000.
I think so.
Season, something like that.
I think it was Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I thought Aaron Rodgers still got it that year, though.
No, maybe.
I'm not sure. I may let us know. Henry and AP. Okay, there we go.
Henry and AP.
Yeah. Okay. He had the 2,000. He had the crazy ass season.
I think Aaron Rodgers fleeced off on JT that year.
Wow, what JT had
JT was going crazy the year Aaron Rodgers won the MVP.
Yeah, I think only 1,800 yards. But...
Nah, you're not winning. He had to get like that 2K.
Yeah,
2K then.
All right, do we want to go into the other? We have pick a side here.
Pick a side.
Now this one's it's a tough one.
Dak or Mac?
Yo, Dak Prescott is fucking ass. So I'm gonna go Mac Jones. I'm not even arguing.
Mac
with
Jones Hive. Stand up.
Chat. Who you taking, Mac or Dak? Mac or Dak? Me personally, look, man.
God,
I'm sorry.
Some dog shit.
I'm sorry. I'm still taking Dak.
Wow.
I'm still taking Dak over Mac. 150%. 10 out of 10 times.
Ass, though, like,
so is Mac Jones, though. He's garbage.
But I expect that from Mac Jones.
But
I don't expect that from Dak.
That's not how we're judging this, though. You can't expectations. It shouldn't be.
Yeah,
shouldn't be.
Double R says for what? Bagging 4-for-4s. That's what. That's what they're both going to be doing next year.
I think they're both stinkers, but Mac Jones has always been a stinker.
Yeah,
Dak has had his moments where he has put the team on his back and really carried.
Only won 2 playoff games, but yeah, I guess so. I guess we'll go Mac Jones.
Dak was legitimately looked at as like this guy in a few years could be a top, 5 quarterback. That's how he was looked.
Right? He was looked at as a top 5 quarterback in the league
for like
there was like 2-3 years. Okay. Legit. Like from 14 to 17, 18, he was looked at as a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Mac Jones, gosh.
Mac Jones is really bad.
Bill Belichick, but ready to cry.
Bro, Bill looks like
he looks horrible,
away,
bro.
The Patriots only have 1 win, right?
Yeah.
That's who I think might fuck around and win this Caleb Williams shit. Because if Caleb goes to New England,
I don't know if Bill's making it to next year, bro. At this,
if Caleb, if he gets Caleb, he will. Just like Greg Popovich. If Greg didn't get Wemby,
it's the fountain of youth.
he might have been up out of there. I promise you, bro. He might have been up out of there. Now he feels refreshed. Even if they can get Penix or like any of these top, like this is a heavy quarterback draft.
Bro, Drake May, I would take
Drake May is awesome too. There's 5 legit, really good fucking quarterbacks coming out of this draft. Like really good quarterbacks.
Tonight's clip is actually us talking about that last week.
Yeah, and if Bill can get like one of the 3 between Penix, Williams, or May,
that'd be sweet.
I think he stays.
Well, the team is solid. It's just
a good team.
Mac Jones just really
not Rondé. What's his name? Rondé
Ramondre Stevenson.
Fucking sucks. I don't even want to talk about them.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah, I kicked him off the team.
I have a real problem with Ramondre.
I got him off the team this week. It was over for him. I just
that whole offense is just stinkers. There's nobody serviceable in fantasy on that New England offense. You would have thought like maybe Juju, maybe somebody, bro. Nobody. Zeke, not even.
No.
Ramondre, 2 points and 4 points a week before that. Like, disgusting.
Well, I saw a stat that said the Patriots had an opportunity to re-sign Jacoby Myers to the same contract that they signed Juju to. And Jacoby Myers has like 48 receptions for 5 touchdowns.
He was
like
good for them
yards.
last year, man.
And right now, Juju has like 80 yards and 0 touchdowns. It's really,
they're not even giving him PT. They got him. Bill Belichick said that's their 5th wide receiver.
Yeah, he's on the Chase Claypool move right now.
Woo.
It's gross.
All right, Chase Claypool to the Dolphins too, by the way. I mean,
enjoy Miami while you're there, I guess, because you're not going to play, so you may as well enjoy the weather.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Yeah, Maple Megatron. He thinks he's the best wide receiver in the NFL. You heard him on Brandon
Yo,
Marshall's
if there's
podcast.
a place where he could actually cook, though, is it not Miami?
It's with Tua Tagovailoa. That's
all
absolutely
right.
sure. Yep.
I mean, they're gonna be so focused on Waddle, Tyreek. He's gonna be open.
He might be open. Just
Okay.
they might play him at tight end. I saw, which would probably be a move.
That would work. I think that Chase Claypool could work not as a blocking tight end.
Get some
Like
routes in.
Must be a slow week. We're talking about Claypool.
Yeah, this is the games this week are that bad.
all right, let's talk about another. I know Dev will get fired up over this. The Jets beating the Broncos and the Jets turning Hackett into some fucking Make-A-Wish story. Oh, this is for fucking Hackett. You're gonna give him the game ball.
As if Nathaniel Hackett's like touted as some guru.
First of all, Nathaniel Hackett fucking blew chunks when he was on the fucking Broncos. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. For the Jets to the fucking, who gives a fuck if y'all beat the fucking worst team in the league, in my opinion, is the Broncos.
Yeah.
They're the worst. And for y'all to give the game ball to the ex-coach, and they're still the worst team. Even they were the worst, damn near the worst team last year. They're the worst team this year. Hackett, you're not doing much with the Jets, obviously. And
I get it. Sean Payton started it, but still, like Nathaniel Hackett's not a guy I'm even really standing up for. I can't lie to you.
I get it, but like it's bad, man.
Right.
Both it was a stinker. It was a stinker game.
Broncos are ass, complete ass. Sean Payton isn't doing any better than Broncos than Nathaniel Hackett did. That's facts.
I agree. I agree.
Giants are kind of worse. I don't know about worse. It's really close.
It's neck and neck. Yeah, I don't know why the niggas talking about the Giants. Like, didn't I tell y'all it's basketball season? Didn't I tell y'all it's basketball season? The Knicks played yesterday.
They won.
I'm off the Giants. Stop talking about the fucking Giants. The Giants are done. Nobody wants to talk about the fucking Giants no more. Fuck out of here. It's over. You're beating a dead horse at this point. But
what isn't a dead horse is the New York Knickerbockers and Emmanuel quickly putting up 21 points last night. That was awesome. That's great.
We're not talking about that.
All right, NBA preseason started yesterday.
Yeah.
The most interesting first game, obviously, was the Spurs against the Thunder. They played both of their starters on both sides. Wemby had 18 and 11 in the first half, and Chet had 21 and like 8.
Yep.
So this is going to be a really great rookie of the year.
And apparently they do have a little bit of beef.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope.
They
Stop
shook
liking each
hands.
other.
Yeah, no, I agree
Good.
with that. They shook hands
Good.
and didn't look each other. Like Chet wouldn't look him in the eye. He didn't even look at his face. He was just like, gave him a little nudge. Like
Because he was the first tall phenom.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Zingas.
yeah, Tingus Pingus.
No, not like them though.
The headbutt heard around the league. Yeah, that's facts, man. There's a little bit of beef going on. I don't mind it between the
I
young
hope-
guys. Let's get something going.
I hope
right?
there's beef between every team in the NBA. I'm tired of this friendly fuck shit that LeBron started. It's disgusting. I hate it.
The Bulls lost to Real Madrid.
The Mavericks did lose to Real Madrid.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah,
Niggas lost to Real Madrid is crazy.
A Fachu Campazzo dagger is a
I
disgusting
forget
bag.
they play other countries in preseason. That's so hilarious.
They play other, but like, here's the thing though. Like, I don't really give a damn.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
none
saying?
of this counts. We're just
Because
joking.
you know that European team is going to come over and play their hardest. And
facts.
the NBA team is going to play the starters for 2 minutes, and then their third string is
I
going to
don't
be the
even think
third string
Luka
against the
played, bro.
starters.
Did Luka even play? I don't think
I think
so.
I think he might have played like, I
2
don't know.
minutes. I think.
They,
Five
they
minutes.
dress. They dress and they get loose. That's it.
He was just laughing. on
I
the
know
sideline.
Brunson last night played like 5 minutes tops.
It's
I
just to
don't
get some
watch
running.
preseason. I don't.
I'm not into
like,
preseason basketball like
it's
that,
just terrible.
but I'm happy that the Knicks are finally playing ball again.
I was
will say
watching the
that.
Knicks over that NFL stinker last night. That's for sure.
I watched a little bit of both.
I didn't.
I watched a little bit of both.
Kyrie sat. Yeah, typical.
And then Bradley Beal went on the interview saying, "We don't need defenses, and we're going to score 70 points."
Okay,
Okay.
all
Cool.
right, we'll see about that, bud.
The Suns are going to be dog shit now. Now that I'm thinking about it,
No, they're not.
they're not going to be dog shit, but they're not going to
They're
be
gonna be
good.
good.
I don't think
They're gonna be fucking good.
Nah.
The offense, at least, is gonna be great.
Yeah,
That defense,
I agree. I mean,
I don't know.
Give a fuck about the rookies.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like, if I'm gonna pay attention to something
Who's
in the
rookie?
preseason, it's gonna be the rookies, right?
What rookie we got? None. That.
None.
Yeah.
the
Toppin.
Knicks, Jacob Toppin,
Jacob
got an alley-oop
Toppin.
last night.
Yeah,
That was cool.
that's
your
it.
Brother, your brother
But the
got
Knicks didn't
traded.
draft. The Knicks didn't draft anybody this past season.
Yeah,
They got DiVincenzo, and that was their offseason.
DiVincenzo. That was the whole offseason. But like, I mean, I like the Knicks this year. I still
I'm
like
talking
them.
about one thing. We had this problem.
What do you want to talk about?
Peyton Pritchard got a bag.
Yeah.
The Celtics, bro. Something nasty. I think it was like
When?
2 days ago. Bro.
Yeah, it was like
Peyton Pritchard?
it was
Why?
like 12 million a year. More so than that.
What for? What though?
For
I don't-
showing up
For
and just
getting
being
6 points a game.
Don't they still have Brogdon? Don't they still have now? They have
Now they have
Drew. They have Drew Holiday now.
Let me get it.
Yeah, Peyton Pritchard.
Only guard they lost was Marcus Smart this year.
Yeah, but they paid him what, 100?
for a 30 million over 3 years.
Oh, that's not bad. That's
I'm
not a
not
bag.
paying
That's
him.
not a bag. Nowadays, 10 a year is that's
Yeah.
a role player bag nowadays.
He's not even. I don't
10
even
a
think
year.
he's gonna get burned. He's not even gonna get burned this year.
He averages
He's
5
gonna get
points
burned.
a game.
He's gonna get burned.
2 minutes at the end.
He'll get about 20 a game, 20 minutes.
Drew was fire on the
Fuck, bro.
Celtics. He was throwing up some bricks yesterday. I
Porzingis
can't lie
was
to
going
you.
crazy.
Porzingis was gonna go crazy.
Look, I'm gonna tell you
having a good
what the
season.
Celtics are gonna be this year. They're gonna be the same exact team as last year. I promise you. They're gonna be excellent in the regular season. And they're gonna fold. I promise you. I promise.
Yeah.
That team is very foldable,
Yeah, they're not.
especially with Porzingis now. I think they're like I don't know. I don't know.
ESPN predicted the Cavs to like win 52 games and get
And be the
second in
3
East.
seed. Yeah, I'm like, bro,
What?
the Cavs are gonna be ass this year.
The Cavs
bro.
got their ass busted in the first round by the Knicks, and then they went out and they gave Max Strus a bag. That's all that they did, bro.
Yeah,
That's
like
gross.
what is it? The Cavs are not.
There's nothing that shows you that the Knicks are foldable. There's no
I
argument.
bet you
for that.
Imaine said that bullshit. I bet.
Nah,
you did.
Imaine's on the YouTube right now. I don't think he's on Facebook, but there's nothing that's just false because the Knicks won a playoff series last year. That's just not true.
I don't know.
You know what's crazy about the Knicks? We actually had a real shot going to the NBA Finals last year.
Yeah.
We really did.
No, we did.
Yes, we
Stop,
did.
Bro, stop,
We
stop.
literally did.
They
The team that we
definitely did.
lost to went to the NBA Finals. What are we talking about?
Okay.
We had a real shot. That year, last year, we played Celtics 3-1.
Bro, you
In the
can argue
season.
that. You can argue all you want. I'm
That's
not arguing
shoulda, coulda, wouldas at
that.
this point.
You and that.
I
you
said
and
we had
Matt.
a real
But
chance. we did.
I
That's you
agree,
and-
but
that's you and-
nobody's gonna.
That is Corey and Matt's delusional.
We had a real chance.
I'm not.
I don't. I feel like
Delusional.
that chance has withered away this offseason because we did absolutely nothing while the top 2 teams absolutely did things.
But nobody
to get
else
better.
aside from the Bucks and the Celtics really got better.
I agree.
Yeah, bro.
I agree.
Like the Sixers, they got Kelly Oubre. That was
But
really
those are
their
the 2
biggest-
best teams in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah,
And those are the 2 teams that you got to make sure that don't get better. But they did. And honestly, you can argue that if the Celtics got better, you know.
I think they got better with Drew Holiday.
Losing Marcus Smart, I promise you, is gonna fucking hurt.
Drew
It
Holiday's
will hurt,
Smart 2.0. What, way better. Way better. You score.
Not at this
Pistons
point in
got
his
better,
career.
but come on, what are we talking about here?
They're around the same age. Like literally.
The Pacers got better.
Pacer, not, but like again,
They
these are
did.
bottom feeders.
They're not gonna win.
No.
I don't think so either, but I'm just saying teams that got better. But Miami got worse.
Not getting better.
The Cavs, I guess, got a little bit better with Strus. I guess. I don't know. They're very neutral. I feel like the Knicks didn't get any better, didn't get any worse. I think they're gonna get better just off of the strength of
I mean,
growing. You know what I'm saying?
and you got
This
a
is
guy that
another year
everyone's familiar
together,
with.
another year of cohesiveness, another year with the same coach, another year of growth. We're still one of the youngest teams in the NBA. So I'm happy with the Knicks right now at this point.
I can't be mad.
Can't be mad. I'm saying 4th, 5th seed.
Honestly, my aspiration is a 3 seed, but I think the lowest the Knicks will be is a 5 seed.
I think the Sixers regress this year too.
Definitely, that's what I'm. That's
That
what
there's
I'm
gonna be
looking at.
some beef in Philly, fucking with Harden, because they can't get rid of him, and he wants out. I think him and Embiid are gonna start really beefing with each other, and it's gonna affect the gameplay of the Sixers. And I hope it does happen because I want the Knicks to get Embiid badly. So, yeah,
Lowest 5 seed is wild. It's not. Look at the rest of the East, bro. It's not. It's not wild by any means.
don't
When you
get
beat
why.
the Cavs in a playoff series,
I don't get why y'all argue.
there's no.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no
preseason.
point in there. But yeah, there's a lot still to be. The East is super weak. That's really my point there. A lot to be talked about coming NBA in the next few weeks. So we're gonna wrap this one up.
wrap it up.
We appreciate you guys. Hope y'all have a